Let us heads, we are back with another edition of Please Let Us Golf, the podcast. Not any edition. We're celebrating. We've actually just recognized it like 2 hours ago. This technically our 2-year anniversary of the pod, and what a treat. We inadvertently have the whole plug crew. We got myself, Goldie, we got Jewel, we got Mr. Golfberg, we got Adam. Gentlemen, how are we doing on this joyous occasion?
We're good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. It's exciting stuff on the pod. Golf game's good too. So that's really what I'm actually thinking about as answer that question.
Consciously, yes.
I'm deep in tournament season. Playing really solid, guys. Like, who knows? I'm looking forward to things. So yeah.
Okay, we got a little update from Mr. Golfberg. Jewel, how are we doing? Is your ice cream going to make it through this episode? Is what's what the lettuce heads really want to know.
So the flavor, Oreo cheesecake with graham cracker.
Okay.
Very good. It's strong.
But is this from like a local place, or is this like a store bought?
Nah, it's just Brewster's.
Okay. Well, that's
shout out Brewster's. 3 miles down the road. We hit it up way too much.
Free ads on the 2-year anniversary.
Oldie might have 3 or 4 more follow-up questions. Maybe let him go on this.
Well, this is important to him. Jenny's is only a two more miles down the road, and they've got biscuits with the boss right now, but it's a good 225% markup off of Brewster's. So it's more of a special occasion.
We know how to hook in the audience. So Adam, how are we doing this evening?
Doing good. Thank you for having me on the show. 2 years, huh? So is this episode 104?
No, so we've had it didn't work out exactly that way because we had some filler episode, like we had the special like James Nicholas episodes. We had a couple where we released 2 in a week. So we're past 104, but this is the 2-year mark from release of our first ever episode.
I can't tell if it makes me happy or sad that we've only come this far, or where do we think we'd be in 2 years? Maybe exactly where we're at.
Honestly, I thought we were going to do 2 months. So I guess if I'm being optimistic, glass half full, that's a win. Being negative, gonna quit on it. Gonna quit any moment now. So there's always that.
You've only missed one, Goldie. It's
only
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
2 years.
And it was a really good episode too. And I'll say this. I remember listening to the first episode. I remember exactly where I was and what I was doing. And my first thought was like, maybe 6 weeks.
Well, you gotta learn. We went from thank you to the listener. I guess we could have said that. If you've been listening from the beginning, that's nuts. I almost don't like that. But if you came in at the 6-month mark or the year mark, you've gotten to the good parts. And we do appreciate it. And if you're new to the program, you know how we deliver the goods. And speaking of delivering the goods, this isn't just going to be us talking about Jules ice cream or maybe Mr. Golfberg's dog saving the family's life. Might need to get into that here in a second. As we said last week, it's FedEx Cup season. Another kind of snooze fest event, even though we feel obligated to cover it because we said we were going to do it at the beginning of the year. We just can't quit. But the world of golf just keeps delivering. Scotty's got hand, foot, and mouth. Harold Varner III's getting kicked off of golf courses. Good is promoting domestic violence. I mean, it's just, I don't even know where to begin. But guys,
hand, foot, and mouth is weird. Oh, sorry.
I said I don't know where to begin, even though that was definitely not where I was going.
It's so just, isn't it the weird? It's just a combination of 3 basic words we use all the time, but when you put them together with disease at the end, it's like, oh my God. Yeah, I remember when I had little kids and hand, foot, and mouth disease when it was introduced to my world, I was so grossed out.
Have any of you guys gotten it with the kids?
Yeah, my kids got it.
My kids
got it, but did you ever get the parent hop over?
No, but didn't your father-in-law get it one time?
Yes, Jerry did.
It's very contagious.
Oh, good. I was about to say only fucking.
But it's fucked up. Like you just get like Scotty. Did you hear him? He's like, yeah, just blisters all over my hand, and it was really hard to hold the club. I was like, why are you playing then, dude? It's like, why are you out there? He's Teddy's just throwing him the ball. He's throwing it back. Just Ted's gonna have hand, foot, and mouth now.
Like just a piece of hot charcoal.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, weird stuff. But Aaron, I don't know if you want to get into it. The other guys don't even know about it. You said you woke up to a scare this Saturday morning. What's going on here?
Well, you said our 2-year anniversary is coming up, so you got to make something cool happen that we can talk about on the pod. So
Yes.
no, just this was out of nowhere. First of all, we saw the Odyssey on Friday, which I'm just going to bring up because, oh my God, that was fucking incredible. But like the fire, the destruction, it was kind of in my head all night, which makes the story even weirder. But 5 a.m., I wake up to my dog. I have a Bernese Mountain Dog, 115-pound, just lovable giant. He's the best. He's the best. Comes up to my door, slams the door open and barks, like in a pretty aggressive way. If he has to go out, usually he'll just kind of whimper at the door, and it's like, okay, no big deal. So I'm like, that's odd. So I'm like, let's go. We start walking out, and I just couldn't help but notice to my right this glare coming through the back door window. And I look, my fucking deck is on fire.
Oh my gosh.
5 in the morning. And I'm not exaggerating. 6, 8 foot flames, taller than me. It was about 10 foot wide when I first caught it. There's all this on our deck. There's all these like pots and planters and like chairs and like wooden artifacts. Everything in front of it, if you can imagine, is just on fire, melting, and it's dark still. We can't tell. I'm like, Kelly, holy shit, wake up. You know, she grabs the kids, make sure they're okay. We get the hoses out. The hose in the front yard's broken. I go to get it. I figure out like 2 weeks ago, it's just like something popped on it. It's like, go figure. But we grab the other hose, like shimmy it up to me. We're like watering this thing down. We call the firemen. You know, they show up pretty quickly. And luckily we were kind of able to contain it. But what's crazy is obviously we've done a bunch of thinking on this, but my deck, it's maybe like 20 by 10, 20 by 15. Firemen said within 10 minutes, the whole deck would have been up in flames. And I have 2 propane tanks on there. One for the fire pit, one for the barbecue. Jeez. Honest to fucking God, my dog, he saved the deck, saved our house. He saved our lives potentially. Like, go get a dog. And if you have the opportunity to get a Bernese Mountain Dog, by the way, top drawer pick, top of the pedal. I've had a few different dogs in my life. They're lovable. All they care about is their family. They're called nanny dogs. Like, you don't even have to put like
effort.
Well, you don't have to like leash them when you go walking. They just stay next to you. They're incredible. This guy's chased away black bears on our lawn. He's like insisted my wife not go outside before. Well, we up in the PNW. We got animals out here, cougars, black bears. He's like insisted she not go outside before. Really weird. And then we go out there and notice, oh, there's a bear tearing through the trash. And he just shout out Bernese Mountain Dogs.
Well, we're glad you're safe.
Many follow-up questions.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
What kind of wood artifacts you have on the back patio?
Pots, plans,
like tchotchke shit that, you know, you're building your garden and there's like all kinds of different sort of things out there, but there's like a little wooden stool and some old chairs and some old stuff you picked up at an antique shop.
Imagine if I just text you guys on Sunday, like I've been texting you Saturday and Sunday, be like, Aaron's ghosting us. He's not doing the fucking pod. And then like Sunday before we go live, be like, yeah, guys, Aaron,
he's dead.
He's dead. But anyways, we go live at 9, so that'll be a good topic.
Well, we don't miss a week.
We don't miss a week. Definitely not on FedEx Cup week.
Hold on. How'd the deck catch on fire?
Yeah.
Exactly. 5 in the morning. We live in a pretty moist kind of environment. We've been in fire season, no question, but there's been a little bit of rain this week. So the firemen are like, sometimes moss gets in there and it can kind of create like a little hotbed, and it can take some sun over the days and it gets the dirt underneath it kind of hot. And he's like, this shit will just self-combust sometimes. So we had a self-combusting planters. Like, Kelly thinks maybe something that was like glass, like fell in there and it was reflecting. And it's absolutely absurd. I couldn't sleep last night.
You don't have that problem in Georgia. It just stays like 110 degrees the entire time. And so everything's just naturally like really, really hot. There's just no like, you know, this is going to
nothing can combust. It's past combustion heat. It's fission. It's at fission at that point. What is it? So are you sure you guys haven't ruled out that this was big arson pod industrial complex coming after you, like coming after Golfberg, just saying we got to take one of these guys out? They're just hitting the 2-year mark. They had a maybe 25. We got to just cut them off right now.
Maybe if it was you, I'm one of the good guys though. People like me, you know, they're a fan of Golfberg. Kelly's like, could this been arson? But to the fireman, he's like, no, I don't think so.
I love this just visual of Aaron running. He's like, you get the hose in the back. I got the one in the front. And he goes, it's like a freaking episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. It takes you 5 minutes to get it over there and you turn it on and it just shoots in every direction.
Dude.
Oh,
just absurd shit.
Matt Damon's out there staring at the flames.
That was it. I had a tee time the next morning. I was had to cancel it.
Oh, you canceled? Oh.
I did. I had to.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to take care of business. But just, man, you never know when something weird. I mean, you hear about house fires. Like, what, it's like a candle fell over or something. But
yeah,
this shit just happens out of nowhere. It's a golf bird.
Man, this could have been a great Callaway ad. Maybe your club's just caught on fire. They were just so hot, dude.
What a segue, Adam.
And your dog stopped it, like jumped in front.
My dog, man, I don't even know what to say. He's the best. He's if you don't have a dog, get a dog. Like, you need for security. If someone's wandering around your property, if some fucking deck is on fire. It was like last.
How would you feel if Garrett from Good pushed your dog out of the way, stopped him from grabbing your driver? Would you be pissed or what?
Well, no one was supposed to put their hands on that driver.
No, guys, you guys are good.
You're right.
You guys are so good. If people are listening and they don't even know what you're talking about,
it's 2 years.
It's 2 years in the making. Yeah, 2 years in the making. All right, so that's a good topic to jump into first. Our friends of the program from Good. That's sarcasm. If you didn't catch on to that. They got a little hot water for the first time. Our Gen Z beautiful boys that have just been out there having nothing but fun, no life responsibilities, just doing matches. So sick. Now they got their own PGA Tour event coming up. That's because it all makes sense.
Baby.
But so go watch it if you haven't. But guys, in a nutshell, they're doing a cross promotion for a new Good special release driver for Callaway because they're Callaway sponsored team or sponsored by Callaway. And let's just lay it flat. So basically Garrett Clark, who's like the lead of Good, they're at a driving range and somebody approaches his golf bag and he sees it from a distance and he aggressively sprints and tackles the person to the ground. The person happens to be a young female. And then he stands over her in a non-funny way and aggressively says, like, "Don't touch my driver." This caused a firestorm of the socials. It felt good just to have everybody galvanized, just shitting on someone. It's just something cathartic about that. But yeah, if you watch the video, like it's almost describing it, you're like, oh, you can roll your eyes. But when you watch, I showed it to my wife verbatim. She said, "Who the fuck are these guys? Are they fucking morons?" And my wife's I was going to say a Southern gentleman, but we don't want to go there. That doesn't
Southern Belle.
A Southern Belle. It's just is pretty fucked up. So I do want to get Adam, you can have an opinion on it. So don't worry. I do want to get the two girl dads' opinions. Here's my take. I'll get off the stage. Two things can be true. I think the level of reaction probably doesn't meet the crime. Like, it is universal. It's crazy. I know you guys don't use social media. I haven't seen anything galvanized like this of 100% like, how dare you, you're terrible people, in a long time. On the other hand, you guys can talk about the aspect of being girl dads and women. I just go back to the lunacy that Good, their private equity marketing team, and Callaway all reviewed and jointly released this through their social channels, and nobody put their hand up to say, guys, this is a terrible idea. And there's some people come into bat of like, you guys don't know what anti-marketing is, or you guys don't know what rage bait is. I was like, dude, this isn't rage bait. This is fucking beyond a swing and a miss, about as stupid as you get. The last comment is, oh, what a shock. The 20-year-olds that we've all anointed that have no life experiences and are complete fucking dipshits roll out dipshit material. Like, shocker of the year. Gentlemen, the floor is yours with being girl dads.
Well, before I even get to the comment my 5-year-old daughter made when I showed her the video, first off, like, look, this video passed through 2 major brands and multiple adults. Like, somebody wrote it, somebody approved it, somebody shot it, somebody edited, and then people watched it, and then they still posted it. Like, not only does it like jump them into the arena of like violence against women, which is massive cultural baggage, but the biggest thing for me is, it's not really, it's the woman getting pushed is whatever. It's kind of a weird deal, but it's one of the stupidest scripts I've ever seen. And when I showed my daughter, she was like, "Daddy, is he a bad man? Why did he push her?" Like, yeah, that's a tough look, man. I mean, other than it just being stupid, what are we doing here?
Or that driver's that damn good. It's one of the two, guys. It's just that.
It's hot. It's hot.
Aaron, you've been a girl dad the longest. You usually are elder statesman of thoughts. What are we? Are people just overreacting, or what's the deal here?
What's the problem? That's my question, honestly. What's the fucking problem? It is insane how fucking people overreact to everything and then just jump on and pile on. I watched it. You said you were laying out the facts earlier. He did not run up and tackle someone. It was this pretty weak two-hand shove to the lower back just to kind of knock the person over.
Dude,
no, it was like with the elbow in the back. Hand.
Okay, so now this is rage bait, guys. This is not rage bait.
Yeah, this is not rage bait. Here's Good Good's mission, as far as I understand. They said they have always stood for making the game more inclusive. I think that's exactly what they did. You're with the boys, you're playing. He's got a special driver. I think he's possessed by something. I think they were trying to make like a horror film deal, but like no one said anything about it. There's never any context. So he's possessed. He comes up, nudges whoever was touching the driver. It could have been his boy. It could have been his girl. He's just like, stay away from the driver. If anything, I think it brings people in, gives people opportunity to be a part of something. We don't want golf to be totally exclusive in all boys clubs, and Good Good's done a good job with that with their girls. So it seems like an insane overreaction. The apologies are cringy. Just kind of run with it. Do the thing that it was like she's part of the program. It's consenting adults. I don't understand it. He didn't smack her. I didn't see any blood.
First of all, this was not just like a little shove. Okay, this was like you remember in the clip of the Olympics where like Kobe's like, I'm going to run straight through Powell. I'm just going to put my shoulder straight through him and just go right at dude. That's literally what this was. It was literally Kobe running straight through Powell.
Clever
yellow card. And it makes sense because the other guys, I saw Bubby in the corner was like, he's not going to do that. They're teammates. And then it cuts to Bubby's like, he went right through that motherfucker. These are deep cuts. That's good shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm somewhere in between the takes of I do think the reaction was probably a bit much, but I'm definitely not on Mr. Goldberg's wavelength that it was nothing. Like it was just a little tap, and it was.
So if that was a guy, it's fine. If that's his friend and he pushes him, literally no one says a word. This is not violence against women. It's a show they're making.
Yeah, it is
the guy
different.
Is possessed about his driver and he didn't want anyone to touch it. And anyone that touches it is getting a light shove to the ground.
It's just common sense. You just can't do that. You can't do that.
Adam's
nowadays.
promoting cancel culture.
It's old people pretending like. All right, go ahead.
No, and like
this is like counterculture from the PNW.
Yeah,
it's a completely idiotic like bit. First of all, it's completely stupid. It looks like something that I would have like developed like when I was in high school. Okay, like me and Mr. Goldie, like we had some classes ago. We had put some skits together, and like they got a little wild. Okay, that's what this felt like. It's like, oh yeah, so she's gonna act like she's gonna grab my driver. I'm gonna run up and like just absolutely run through him, like don't touch my driver. Like who thought that was a good idea? And I mean, honestly, we probably should have like seen that this was coming. I hate to like be this guy. I'm definitely gonna be the old man yelling at the clouds, but this is totally like a Gen Z move. Like just more and more, and like this isn't all Gen Zs, but they just maybe there's a little bit of lack of like social awareness, like social cues. And that's kind of what this felt like. Like there was no adults in the room, right? There's no way somebody like an adult from Callaway actually saw this, right?
These kids are the new adults, though.
Yeah,
and it's the cultural shift that's happening. They're comfortable with each other. They're golfing together. They're having a good time together. They're smacking each other around because they consider each other equals.
Well, what's weird is Callaway came out almost like, yeah, we're really disappointed. Like almost like they had no idea this was going to happen.
Corporate biznatches. Yeah. They have to do that.
Yeah. We're all trying to figure out who did this.
I've never seen anything so blown out of proportion. People could have said nothing. It's like, anyway.
Yeah, but female golf Twitter, they galvanized and they did not like it.
So you want to take away, this is acting, by the way. This wasn't something that happened on a real golf course. We want to take jobs away from women then. We need someone who gets pushed to the ground, and it can't be a woman. Sorry. Can't hire you and pay you 80 cents on the dollar and kind of help our bottom line. Now we need to overpay a guy.
Wow, he's going on the jobs take. All right, well, this is why we go live, and we don't talk about these things before.
Maybe this is one of those things where like everybody kind of secretly like hates good. Like they're like massive, but everyone kind of hates them. And it's like this is very easy to just.
He's just been looking for something to be able to jump on. We've been jumping on everything, but everyone else is now just coming to the real Johnny come latelys, as they say. All right. Well, I think we gave them enough free promotion, and considering they took over the echo chamber of socials. Speaking of people that have bad judgment, LIV golfer, former PGA Tour player Harold Varner III asked to leave Indiana golf course for breaking rules by playing in a six-some. You son of a bitch! What are you thinking? I'm gonna paraphrase it and then a little snippet. I'm curious what you guys think. But so Harold, he's got his boys. Apparently they called and tried to say, hey, we're going to play in a six-some. They said no, but you can book 2 3-sums back-to-back times. So they did that. They get up to the starter, and basically they said, hey, starter, we'd like to play in a six-some. He said, absolutely not. You play in 2 3-sums. Starters, they go, come on, you're being a hard ass. And he goes, you got to clear it with the pro shop. They clear it with the pro shop. Anyways, they asked 3 separate times. The club posted this. This isn't secondhand. The club posted. Mr. Varner asked the pro shop, this is quote, Mr. Varner asked the pro shop 3 separate times if they could play with the larger group, to which he was informed that this is not allowed because there is play behind them. So the groups teed off as 2 3-sums and continued playing this way on through holes 1 through 3. When they got to the par 3 4th hole away from the clubhouse, they joined together. One of the members of the group said they were just watching the group in front of them tee off, which was completely untrue. Our staff watched all 6 tee off and putt out together. And they were asked to leave the golf course. HV3 hasn't said anything, but his legal team has, of course, because we got to get lawyers involved for getting kicked off the Indiana public course or whatever it is. But they said like factual inaccuracies and that they were just waiting on the group. They said they were letting the group finish, and then they would all meet at the tee box, and then the group would play the hole and let the group finish. So anyways, guys, who wants to go first? This is just the juicy juice that keeps on giving. He's not prepping for LIV because he knows it's going to be done. He's got to get out of Indiana six-some.
Can I question the last thing you said really quick? So they're saying that a group teed off, played the hole, the group behind them watched. Then the group that finishes sits behind the green, watches their buddies play the hole. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's their defense of that they were not playing in a six-some.
That scenario has never happened.
Counter argument too.
That's never happened. No one would ever torture themselves like that.
This is one I would think there would be more universal like agreement, but it's funny. Like just going in the comments section, people go, I'm pretty sure HV3 and his buddies in a six-some can play faster than any foursome out there and stuff like that. But it's like, that's a good assumption, but also HV3 might be playing with say a bunch of Adams.
I knew that's where you were going. I knew that's where you were going. I knew it. He looked at me.
PNW Adam,
dude,
because I was going to say Adam, but you don't know.
You're out. We're gonna take it back over. Aaron, will you host the rest of the night?
I do think it's hilarious, though, that you would think Harold Varner III.
Thank you for not calling him HV3 again. I was going to yell at you.
Yeah, you would think he would have maybe some pull that they would be like, hey, yeah, we can kind of block off some time so you and your guys can do this thing. But why are they wanting to play in a six-some E2? Like, that sounds terrible in itself.
The move, book the 2 times behind you, too.
Like, well, that's another thing. We don't know the dynamics of when they booked or the course. But you think he could just be like, yeah, just book me an hour and we'll just do whatever we want. And
we knew it. Harold Varner's an asshole. No one who would ever want to play a six-some in any scenario.
This is coming off a DUI last year or DWI. Not sure exactly which one.
So we're all in agreement that Harold was in the wrong here. Like his story was for sure like probably not the most accurate.
It literally is the shit you would get with kids. Like, I wasn't playing in a six-some. 3 of us played the hole, and then 3 other people played the hole, and then 3 more people teed off. Like, it's gotcha. It's like, no, you didn't. You just basically said you played in a slower version of a six-some. Like, that's all you did.
He's just standing on the green, holding the pin for the next group, like with his Jordans on, just chilling.
Yeah, the one thing is, it feels like a bit of like a marketing push scam from the course. Like, they know Harold's on the way out, Liv's dying. If it was a better pro, they probably would have worked with him. But they're like, fuck it, let's kick this guy out. Publicity stunt. Now people are going to talk about this course that no one's ever heard of.
You know, we're
missing an important detail.
It's called Bear Slide Golf Club. Just that.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Get out of here.
They showed up like 30 minutes late to the tee time.
Oh,
apparently.
I told you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'd say, sorry, I'm a bad storyteller. Yeah, they're 30 minutes late, and they accommodated the group even though they were late.
He's a pro.
By the way, this is a public course for $75 a person, and this guy's coming with a live bag. Go fuck yourself. That's my opinion on all this.
I want to go play this place. I love it.
Imagine if you're a Bear Slide Golf Club and you got live money coming in and a pro, and you're like, get the fuck off my course.
Hell yeah.
Our tee sheet's packed.
Where's Bear Slide?
It's in somewhere in Indiana. I think it's at Cicero, Indiana. Or
you know, Harold, so many times he's done this before. Clearly, like he's got on the first. Hey, we're gonna play a six-some, and probably most places are like, oh, it's Harold. We're gonna let him do it. No, not Bear Slide, baby. Yeah. I respect these guys.
Nothing slides.
Nothing slides.
Oh my god. Yeah, what a piece of shit. And it's funny because Liv is in Indiana, so I get, he's got his crew with him. Said, guys, we're celebrating the end of Liv. We're going out to Bear Slide here. It's only $75, so it's not going to break the bank.
That's the funny part, that it's a public golf course that's $75 tee time, so there's plenty of people there. Like, what are you doing? Just go to a private club and make a phone call.
Is there no private club around there where they would just be like, yeah, come on out, dude, like y'all go?
He don't got the money, dude.
No, he probably does see the writing on the wall. I mean, is he going to be able to get back on the PGA Tour? Like, the money may be starting to get a little tight here and there, because he's one of those guys that he had a fight to. He had a fight to get on the PGA Tour. So, like, if he has to go through, Corn Ferry and all that, is he getting back?
None of these guys on Live. I mean, that's we haven't gotten to Live yet, but like none of these guys on Live. I say none, but almost all of them couldn't actually get back through the top competitively. I mean, it's just there's too much. There's too dense. Look at Brooks. Like, it's gonna be tough.
They've been coddled too long over there.
Been coddled too long by Mr. Golfberg.
Yeah.
Guys.
Man,
so
it's wild when you just kind of think about the list of like live golfers. It's nothing but like bad guy after bad guy. And it's crazy when I think Brooks may be the one with the most outstanding, like, great character at this point, which is wild to say. But just like Phil's trouble, Sergio, we're going to talk about.
How about Phil just missing the whole final season? Phil started this and he was like, I'm just gone. No, you're right, Adam. That's a good point. It's a good transition too. We could start with that one right out of the gate. So Live, maybe in memoriam, maybe just for fun, guys. I pulled up the leaderboard. We're here to talk some FedEx Cup because everyone's super juiced for Wyndham Clark. Yeah, it's the first Wyndham mention 30 minutes into the pod.
We're 30 minutes in already?
29-16. So Michael Lasasso, who Phil recruited over, he was like, we know you won the NCAAs. He said, don't go to the PGA Tour. Everything's happening here. It was rumored he got like 10 million to come over. So maybe he got that money. Maybe he didn't. And he's actually had a really bad season on Live. I'm not hating on him, but he's been like DFL almost every event. Well, the final opportunity, he comes through, gets his first professional win. Ironically, could be his last professional win if Liv doesn't go on and he doesn't have status on any tour. He is probably good enough to maybe, he's young to work his way out. But man, a little in memoriam here, guys. Just I'm going to shout out some stuff. Total word association. First thing that comes to mind. Legion 13.
Who's on that team?
That's John Rahm's team.
Is that like an Avengers?
Is that really John Rahm's team?
It is.
Wow.
It's, that's why he doesn't want to go back. He could have full equity stake in Legion 13 Thundercats, High Flyers Golf Club.
Could be a good
Phil?
team.
There you go. And by the way, this is word association. You don't have to name the player, just an emotion that comes to it.
What is the point of this?
Tyler, our former intern,
Chicken Wing,
now weekly paid employee, he said, "Hey guys, I just got on my Instagram. I guess something's going on with LIV. I didn't realize I was following a LIV team." This is before Jewel and Adam got on air. It said who? He said Ripper Golf Club. Everyone loves Rippers, baby.
Well, it's Ripper GC, not
GC.
Ripper Golf Club.
Yeah,
Jesus.
sorry, GC. Sorry. I'm just going to run through these. Word association didn't work out that well. But, if this is our last time, let's say goodbye properly. 4 Aces, Fireballs, the Range Goats, Torque, the Southern Guards, who I don't know who that is. Some team got replaced. Korean Golf Club, who used to be one of the others. I forget what the Majesticks, the Crushers, the Cleats.
There's a team called Korean Golf Club.
Yeah, it was whatever. What's
this, North Korea or South Korea?
It's both combined.
Yes, it is
for the first time ever.
Unity. That's why this should have been bigger. And then the OKGC.
Does that stand for Oklahoma?
Gosh. Yes, that's what they gave to Taylor Gooch when Brooks left. So
that makes sense that they would give him an entire team that was falling apart.
So all the teams and Anthony Kim, if we never see you again, you did your best.
We will see him again shirtless soon.
What's his take? He's a big girl dad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's like Aaron though. Maybe he's like, I thought it was inclusive because I think showing you can just beat the shit out of a girl for a driver shows progress. That's pretty much the take, Aaron.
Stretching that take a little bit. We're not laying it down flat.
So Aaron's, where do we?
Golfers gonna become public enemy number one. Like it's all gonna shift from good to Golfberg.
Yeah,
fine.
Who is this guy?
Well, he gets a little balancing act with the dog love at the beginning. So
I know I've been out on dogs, but that story's bringing me back in.
Get a dog.
Don't start. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. So okay, LIV. We talked about bad guys. So the first report that came out, and again, there's been some, I don't want to say conflicts, but some people challenging aspects of it. But that Sergio, if you don't remember, in his absolute lunatic mode at the Masters, and he smashed a cooler and a tee marker. Then all the green coats came out to talk to him, and he started carrying his own bag and his group's bags and all this. Well, they said that was the final straw where PIF said, we're done. We are making the decision. We are pulling the funding. I think how it was first reported was that caused them to pull it. And I think that's a stretch, but I think they were already on the fence and they were just like, fuck it, dude. Like, we want to be in the good graces of Augusta National, and all of our marquee stars are we got the one young kid who's pissing in the trees that came over to LIV. You had Sergio slamming shit. You got
it was
Rom
an amen corner too, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Amen corner.
It was in the Good Creek.
Rom throwing stuff, and it's like, guys, this is just not working.
You had Phil like sexual harassment, but you know what? Sergio throws a club, and it's like, I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't.
Wait, so they're just saying like Yasir's in his recliner and he's just like, all right, this is fucking enough. This is embarrassing. I think I'm done. We're already losing a lot of money.
Yeah, this is bad PR for the Saudis. You know it's bad when you're like, guys, this is not Saudi etiquette approved.
And that story is bullshit, but that just shows you how much they hate Sergio. They're like, fucking put it on Sergio.
Yeah.
He's
a fall guy.
Dressing up like Ronald McDonald at these tournaments. Fucking throw him in the creek.
Fireballs, baby.
Yeah, dude. So good. Oh, man. Yeah, it probably is bullshit, but
yeah,
I still like the idea of it. I like it a lot. We're
pulling the plug. You know what?
In golf holes. Yeah, he's a scumbag.
We were going to take over golf. Let's pull the plug. Sergio just smashed his driver on the ground.
Well, other stuff that's been reported and documented is the LIV not paying their vendors. We've already talked a little bit about how some of the big money contracts looks like PIF money is not going to pay out. Some players, a couple withdrew from this final event because the rumor is they're still awaiting payment from the previous event. Some of the payouts didn't go through. Millions of dollars in vendors haven't been paid. So it's all looking good. Then they bring out the CEO to just kind of wordsmith around it of like, these are just, these are corporate restructuring challenges. This is no different than anything else.
They got top stars Harold Varner going after $75 tee times right now and being like, we paid, guys. We paid for the 6 slots. We deserve to play like this. I mean, like we didn't stiff the course, guys.
Yeah.
I know Liv's stiffing us, but we paid.
Going back to that, in a way, if they bought 2 full tee times, right? 8 slots, and they were like 10-minute increments, it's like, we're going to go off at the front of that. It's going to give us a 10-minute buffer. If anyone catches us, don't let them go off till their time, though. They can't go off super early now. Let them go off at their time. If they catch us, we'll break back up into the 3. Maybe that would have been a good
but you showed up 30 minutes late. That's the problem.
And they only paid for 6.
I keep forgetting. Yes, they definitely only paid for 6. And he probably got his waived. Hey, I'm HV3, baby. That is great stuff. Tyrrell, Tyrrell's he's a hot case. Tyrrell Hatton, kind of a bitch. He pulled one though. He pulled a good one. So these guys get to choose their walk-up music at
he came out to Sledgehammer.
The one. I can't do any more, else YouTube might flag it. Yeah. He trolled LIV and they didn't catch it. He came out to I want to break free. I want to break free. And if you said, oh, that may or may not be, then plenty of reports where he went back to the locker room and was cracking up, just like, fucking idiots didn't even catch that I put out I want to break free. So I like a subtle troll. I don't think it was anything that hurt the event. It was just, I want to break free.
What a dork. That's the best he could come up with.
Well, and what's his name? Tom McKibben used Breaking Free from High School Musical. Like, come on, man. Like, there's so many other choices. Like, all right, so if you had your choice, what would it be? There's a lot of options.
Now that we're thinking about this, a coordinated effort would have been way better if all of the ones that wanted to defect, I should say, had some kind of breakout song. Foo Fighters.
What?
You make me break out.
That's Foo Fighters,
isn't it?
I was thinking like Time to Move On by Tom Petty. Seems perfect.
All that.
Apparently, Garrett from Good Good came out to Wrecking Ball.
Oh gosh, the way he stood over her, dude. It was
the way he stood over character B.
He was
paid actor, and their satirical rendition of a horror film brought to the golf course. It sounds fun.
Everyone knows you do horror parodies in the middle of August. Maybe that would fly if it was like right at Halloween.
Memphis, sweating ass. Makes you a little angry.
Oh gosh, Callaway knows how to pick them. What else? Bryson at the Tuesday practice round. The guy, if you've been on Twitter, you probably know who Monday Q is, Ryan French. But Bryson, he was just watching Bryson hit balls at the range. Bryson had someone from his team come over and said, "You're out of here." He wasn't doing anything. He was just watching him.
I love that.
But
why,
he did report.
Should he get to? Is he like a monkey? He's always on display. He's always on show.
Yeah. Well, he's at the range just practicing, and he's a media credentialed.
Was it that public range in Indiana? The $5 a bucket?
No, that would be uncalled for. But then he did cut. So the Ryan French reported it that this crazy thing happened, but then he did come back and say that afternoon, Bryson people got his phone and gave him a call, and it was off the record. So he's not going to talk about the tone, tenor, context, but he appreciates the gesture from Bryson because this is where it was kind of weird because he's like, most people wouldn't have done that. Also, most people wouldn't have just singled out a reporter that was watching them hit range balls and said, "You're out of here."
Well,
yeah.
Go ahead, Jewel.
I was gonna say, yeah, at a tournament practice range with credentialed media on display, like
LIV practice round. There probably was only 15 people on the property anyways.
Yeah, but most people aren't mad scientists. Like, you watch anyone else hit balls, you're not going to learn shit. Like, Bryson's actually like breaking down the physics of shots. He knows what dimple to hit the ball off of. I mean, if people heard these secrets, they would have his competitive advantage.
We'll go to a private facility. There's a back end side of the range too.
That seems to be this. Wait a minute, Jewel. That seems to be the solution to a lot of golf-related problems. Just find a country club you can go to. Harold, Bryson, all of us.
Find a country club.
God,
yeah. Well,
country clubs are the best.
It is pretty funny though. You just think about Bryson, like that whole situation. He kicks him out, and then he like realizes, oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna call him real quick. I got to do some damage control.
Yeah, Bryson has to get his maintenance dose of his media training reprogram. He's like the winter soldier that's kind of got a little bit like, oh, I'm a good guy. Oh shit, no, I need to murder everyone. You know, it's just.
When I first heard he was complaining, I was like, he's not the point. If you're playing great golf, I love everything, every stupid fucking thing you're doing. If you're Bryson, I remind myself he did compete at the last major of the year, so he has a little bit of grace. Let him be crazy. Like, this is what he needs to compete.
You know, I will say, what, like, just he's on the range. Like, these people are videotaping him, and it's like, is there any other sports league where guys are coming to like practice and like videotaping, like, you know,
probably, but
plays? Like, I don't know.
They go to fucking SEC media days and listen to them speak. You know, it's like, Jesus, get out of here! It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Bill Belichick lost a draft pick over this shit.
Yeah, kids in Little League World Series on ESPN. They're like,
don't get me started on the Little League World Series. It's the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. I can't stand it. I wish it would end.
People having group meetings to watch these games of kids playing baseball.
Can we move up the finals of the Little League World Series to tomorrow? Just get all the games together and just end.
I do think it is. I was looking at the schedule. I was like, this is 2 weeks. Like, how does this work?
These are kids. So they got to go to school.
And it's like,
what's wrong with it?
A lot, Adam.
2
You're
weeks?
not privy to all of the
Why is this not? The only reason why it's 2 weeks is because they want to play one pitcher every game and they have to have rest for 48 hours. It's bullshit. Like,
it's totally bullshit.
14 days for these kids to be gone, and how much money it is for a family to be out there. I mean, I don't like it.
All right, got it. Goldberg hates kids and he hates women. All right.
No, just Tacoma was about to lose and come home, and then they bring in this rested pitcher, and the other team, they get the run at the end, and now they're playing Tuesday, and they're probably gonna have to play Friday. We're really pulling for Tacoma up here in the PNW, though.
Yeah, Tacoma. All right,
Tacoma
guys.
and men.
What else? Tacoma and men.
Nothing.
What
about Rory and Scotty getting into the LIV stuff?
Yeah, so that was going to be my segue back to the PGA Tour. Do you want to take that, Jewel?
I mean, the whole Rory, everybody gave him a hard time on some of these comments. And, for us specifically, we gave Rory shit during the whole LIV war, I guess. But I didn't understand why I was carrying the PGA Tour's like water so hard. But looking back, like the dude took a lot of bullets. So I kind of get it. Like, I feel like it's okay now that he's sitting there and is like, giving them shit for wanting to get back over here. Like, this dude, for no reason really, except to try to hold the PGA Tour and professional golf back together, took all this shit.
Well, I think the reason why it became a news story is because they had the back-to-back interviews of Scotty and Rory starts with just his clip where they go, don't you see an opportunity for the guys that could bring value back? And he was like, have you seen LIV? I'm not sure any of those guys bring value. And I know it feels good, and I'm not going to overreact to Rory being petty, but I think like a nuanced take would be like, well, they bring some level of value, or else LIV would be literally dead and not considered for any kind of investment. So I think I get the pettiness though, but then you have Scotty who has a perfectly refined,
yeah,
all the great stories on this podcast so far have been LIV guys like Harold, like Bryson.
That is value.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's entertaining.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I get it. I get it from Rory's. I think Rory is kind of a little salty, especially when you like juxtapose it against Scotty, because Scotty didn't really do a whole lot as far as like speaking up and like
He
not
just
as
got
near
to
as
golf.
yeah. And then he got to golf and like win a lot of tournaments. And Rory's like, you know, I've devoted a lot of my time and probably has impacted his golf game. And so, yeah, I'm sure he's a little salty about that. I don't blame him.
What is Scotty doing, dude? He's not on any of these boards. They asked him, you know, they asked all the players this week of like, what's the courses you want to play that you've never played? And like Adam Scott gives like Sand Hills and Rural Dornoch, and Scotty just goes, I'm at that phase of life where, you know, in the fall, I can't really think about going to play fun golf. I was like, dude, just give a bro answer to something.
Robot,
like,
dude.
Yeah, just total. He's too healthy of a human. That's always been my thing. He's so healthy, it might be unhealthy. And then who got the last laugh? Hand, foot, and mouth. So I don't know. But any thoughts, gentlemen, on Rory's pettiness, or are you good with it?
What a weird year for Rory.
Seriously,
he won the Masters this year. Like it was so like long ago, and so much has transpired, and Rory's year has just been really weird.
Who's he picking a fight with, by the way? Like Harold Varner and friggin' Sergio? Like maybe he should pick a fight with someone like Wyndham, who's making him look silly at the end of the day on Sunday. He does sound a little ridiculous sometimes. He's won 2 Masters in a row now. Life is good. He's like a billionaire. Just chill out.
Yeah,
I think all his like stuff is internal. Like he's dealing with it himself. Like, why did I do this? And now I got to deal with it with them coming back, and now I got to speak about it. It's all internal stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. But Aaron, you brought up Windy again. Wyndham Clark wins the second FedEx Cup event.
He's a dog. He's not a Bernese Mountain Dog, but he's a dog now, man.
He's definitely not. He wouldn't be like walking with you. He would not tell you the porch was on fire. No, he'd just be like, hope they see it. Belle Reef Country Club, not really the most interesting watch. St. Louis, not sure if they need to be hosting playoff events. No offense to our devout listenership in St. Louis. This is coming from guys.
Cool, though.
This is coming from guys from Atlanta who've been advocating to get the championship out of Atlanta. So you can't come at us for that. But Wyndham wins pretty dominant throughout the weekend. Did make it a little tight in the middle of the round today, but comes in first, clips Patrick Cantlay and Rory McIlroy, Gary Woodland. If anyone wants to talk about his 97-yard stinger after he got within a shot of the lead to dump it into the creek off the tee. It always warms the soul a little to know even the best in the world hit the WTF ball. And like, wow, what a time to do it.
You know, Golfberg talks about he wants the Little League World Series over. I want the FedEx Cup over. Like, if you want to talk about something that just drags on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's like, why can't there just be one weekend where we have a playoff? It's just one weekend.
It just goes on forever. Oh, it just doesn't stop. It'd be like a long tournament. It will. So Matt Fitzpatrick, I did have that note. So he had some comments. You know, basically, again, I'm going to paraphrase, but he's like, Americans are obsessed with like crowning a champion in the postseason. The issue is golf just doesn't work out that way. And he thinks the player who played the best at the end of the season should be crowned the champion. And he was more articulate in that. I don't want to make it sound like it was a bad take, because a lot of people agreed with him. I think that is this is only an issue because golf makes it an issue. Have a season champion. At the end of the season, Scotty Scheffler was number 1. He is the PGA Tour champion. Now have a super cool playoff. And then like call it what you want. But the issue is PGA Tour feels like, no, that has to crown our champion. That's what's going to give it value. It's like, no, this is the season-long race, whatever you want to call it. the Scotty won it. Now you're going to have a postseason like every other sport does. And guess what happens in those sports? The best team and the best player rarely wins. Like, it's not, well, I say rarely, basketball might be an exception, but it's elimination, and that's what makes it exciting. And so I don't know. I think he's missing the boat because, you know, he's a data guy and he wants consistency rewarded. And it's like, but that's what the season is. And you guys make a fucking $1 billion a start. So what are we complaining about?
Yeah, every other sport, like, fundamentally changes when the postseason starts, and golf just goes stroke play and then stroke play at a shitty course and then stroke play at East Lake again. Like instead, like I would like to see us go a full season long FedEx Cup points, top 32 going to match play, and then you're in your playoffs, and that's it. And then call it a day. Like I think that would win for everybody.
Yeah. And this whole idea that the fear is the marquee names will get eliminated early. Well, look at these last two events. You had Scotty, but it's a runaway. You have Wyndham at a venue no one cares about, and he had a massive lead, so there's just no juice. No one's watching this shit anyway, so it can only get better with better venues in a different format. So I don't know. Matty Fitz, I'm going to have to stamp that with a non-concur. What else happened? Did anything else happen at this event you guys need to talk about? Well, who made
just that? I think Chris Gotterup is really holding it down for like the normal guys out there. His swing is so cool looking and different. He's not like just this chiseled, skinny little wiener. He just kind of looks like more of a normal dude.
I was reading my notes and all I heard was chiseled, skinny little wiener.
You just heard little wiener and perked up. You always perk up when you hear little wiener.
But are you off the Knapp train? You off Jake Knapp?
No,
you on the Gotterup now?
Knapp's one of my guys.
you got
Jake Knapp's one of my guys.
You said Jack. Jack.
No,
Jake's little wiener.
Jack Knapp.
Jakey Knapp is the shit. He's the coolest. It still has the coolest swing in golf. I like Chris Gotterup. He's just out there. He's got kind of the dad bod, I guess. What else am I gonna say? But
he definitely does. He gets so steep too. Like he gets it so high, and some of the shots he was hitting on the back nine today, I was like, man, there's no way that ball is gonna be left to the pin.
I do like that a couple of these guys are bringing the steep back.
Forget the steep. How about bringing the bellies back? That's what I was trying to say. Like, is there too much fitness in golf? Like, body optimization's just out of control. It's like the wind's blowing and everyone just still kind of looks pretty good walking up the fairway. I'm like, what the fuck? I've seen all of us on camera enough times. Adam's the only one who just always looks great,
and it's annoying because Adam will be like, dude, I put on so much weight before this video. I'm like, dude, you look like a fucking third the size.
Doesn't exercise at all.
Jewel typically always looks good, but he's a bigger guy too, so there's other things going on.
He also runs 7 miles multiple times a week. It doesn't make sense that he doesn't look like a stallion.
I'm about to go eat ice cream after this.
I'm just saying, golfers used to be a little more normal, just a little more chill, a little more representative, and I'm sick of looking at little Spieth and Colin and just all these little dweebs, even Rory.
Speaking of dweebs,
glad to see Gotterup out there.
Top 30. I love that. Top 30 advance to East Lake. And who missed it? I guess I could start at the back. I'm not going to name it. Sahith is out.
We knew that.
Michael Thorbjornsen,
we already knew that.
Justin Thomas is out. Ben Griffin, Mr. Creatine himself, Sepp Straka, Aaron Rai, Jake Knapp, Sanjay M, Alex Noren, Nikolai Hogard, Bud Colley, Ricky Fowler, JT Poston, and Kitty Cat, Kurt Kitayama, all are not going to the Tour Championship. But in Jules' model of 32, JT Poston and Kurt Kitayama.
Wow,
we're missing out.
That would change the game.
Ryan Fox made it on the number 30.
Really?
Good job.
Rosie's in there. Adam Scott. Proper golfers, okay? Adam Scott, Justin Rose. They made it while these other young bucks are atrophying out and getting ready for their, my wife's got trips planned for the fall and I'm having my 3rd kid and I can't figure out life balance. They're just thriving, right?
Adam Scott and Justin Rose made it?
Yeah.
What?
Pretty well.
How?
They haven't, just solid. They just had consistent years.
Wow.
You know what's it is a cool story. We've talked on it. Alex Fitzpatrick made it after not getting starts until halfway through the season.
I can see him winning this thing. To be honest, I put some money on Alex Fitzpatrick.
It's great.
Hey, he's got that same Gotterup body type too.
Yeah,
he might fall on your guys.
Is this one still handicapped?
I don't know. That's a great question. I think they went away from that last year.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Yeah, that was insane, dude.
Scotty starts -10.
Dude.
Like, I don't know if this is
HV3 shows up. I'm playing in a 6-some.
I'll start even if you let me play in a 6-some.
Oh man. Ryan Gerard, our buddy, not our buddy, JP the caddy, our buddy. So he's finished at 17th. So he's gonna be making a little run there. Nice.
All right.
But yeah,
did Cantlay make it?
Cantlay,
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he had to have made it, right?
Damn it. I do not want to sit there and watch him get over the golf ball when he's putting again. Just the shuffling of the feet is too much.
So Scotty was 1, Fitzy was 2, Wyndham was 3, Cam Young is 4, and Siwoo Kim is 5. So that's your FedEx Cup roundup. You know, guys, now we're just geared up to crown the champion. It's going to be something.
You know what's stupid about this FedEx Cup marketing? It's like, if you have to mail a package, do you really give a shit? You're not thinking, oh, I got to go FedEx. It's like, what's closer to me? What's cheaper?
Yeah,
I think they're wasting their money on this.
Well, then if it looks like FedEx is going to be leaving.
So there you go. I guess we came to that conclusion at the same time.
I guess next year might be the last year technically, because then in 28, when everything like the big changes come. But yeah, it's just stupid. I mean, FedEx Cup. You want to talk again? You're worried about people not taking your championship seriously because of the whole season race versus postseason. Well, it's not being taken seriously because I have to call your first one FedEx St. Jude Children's Care Classic. Like it's, I mean, I like them. We've really gone after everybody today.
No, we're good with what they're doing.
The kids, the women. But yeah, it's just it's bad branding for the PGA Tour more so than anything. But yeah, FedEx Cup, what are you doing? I just don't get it.
So who's coming? Who's the next sponsor?
They don't know yet.
Good.
But it's one of the vendors that LIV owes a bunch of money. And they're like, hey, I promise you, I'm gonna get you a meeting with
the Crypto Cup.
Dude,
all three of you were talking to me at the same time. I didn't hear anything.
It was good, and both Adam and I said, Jewel said a vendor that LIV owes money to, and then Adam and I were making crypto references that it's going to be somebody from the crypto space. Who else has this kind of money? I mean, like, what are these playoffs they're going to demand? Hey, guys, we just need a simple $250 million investment annually for Patrick Cantlay to take on Alex Fitzpatrick at, whatever, match play. Yeah, man, I just...
Gosh, what if it was Saudi?
What if... I would be shocked if they don't find a seat back at the table investing into the for-profit aspect of the PGA Tour. Because if you really circle back, our Big J journalist hats for the pod, if you go back pre-LIV, that's all Saudi wanted to do. The PIF wanted to be an investment into a global tour or to stand up a for-profit arm for the PGA Tour. And the PGA Tour yesteryear leadership said, not no, but hell no. So they weighed two different options and they went with the nuclear option. So it's like all they wanted to do is have a seat at the table and invest money. Not saying that that's great, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, guys. Anything else? 2 years?
2 years. 2 years. We started off talking about snacks. Now we're talking about
top snacks.
It's a big adjustment.
Nothing's changed. Our first 3 episodes were top 3 things we hate about golf, top 3 things we love about golf, and our favorite golf course snacks.
Well, that's what we promised the lettuce heads. Not much is going to change. We're never going to sell out. We're never going to get too big for this. We're always going to stay grounded. We're just keep delivering the goods, you know?
We're beating them away one unanswered email at a time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them coming in. It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
Those automatic replies we're getting.
Yeah. Yes. We're going to be, we're at office this quarter. We're going to get back with you. Let us know how that goes. I don't know, guys. What else? It's got to be something.
I got the club championship this weekend. I'm in the semifinal.
Oh, yours is the season long.
No. Well, I'm in the semifinals of the match play championship.
Okay.
I got that.
Wow,
match
you got
this
2
week.
things going on.
Oh, I wonder what Matt Fitzpatrick would think of that. Because it's season long, but it's elimination.
So that's like Premier and Champions League going on at the same time. I like
that. I got the Premier thing going on. I got the Champions thing going on. We got the stroke play event this weekend. For a parking place. Whoever wins it gets the club champion parking place.
I think that's by far and away the coolest
aspect
aspect of a club champion is you getting a parking place.
Yeah.
It is cool. Our club's actually kind of classy that way, where they even have jackets for like the member and member champions,
cool.
and like we'll have an
like
event
that.
and they wear the jacket and it says it's etched. It's pretty cool.
I like that.
That'd be cool if you're the
club.
That'd be cool if you're the club champion, and every time you pulled up, like a cart greeted you with like a club champion jacket. And you just
we could do more than that.
Choice on a
and you drive the cart back up to the clubhouse. You go to your locker and you put the jacket back in. But that's just the protocol.
And you got unlimited sixums.
That would be. Those are the kind of perks, you know. Like, I feel like you should get.
I want to be able to play with all 5 of my grandsons at the same time. I need to be able to do a sixum.
You and your dog Barkley should be able to just go out there whenever you want.
I'm taking him, dude.
Well, that's
He
good.
he deserves it.
Well, that's a lot of golf coming up. A lot of competitive golf. That's cool.
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. And the game feels really good. So I got the lab back in the bag, guys. We're going through it, but I feel good.
Oh, the lab's back?
I've dialed in the speed and I feel more comfortable with the line with that putter.
Wow.
So it's nice.
Oh,
I played today. I my course is so hard, dude. It's fine.
I'm going up there.
I play good golf and I like good golf and shot a 76.
I know we're just trying to get off the pot, but hey, it's 2 years. Who cares? I really do. Like, I'm trying. My goal over the next year is to like track flights and start executing like 1-day golf trips. Like, literally, you've talked about your place. If I can find a cheap ass freaking $200 flight, I should just fly in. Now we can go play Chambers for free whenever we want, as long as there's not a Little League World Series going on. And I gotta play Plateau. I gotta see how hard this
I think we all got to go to Plateau.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't think it'll disappoint. It can't.
This is another thing I have to do. I can't plan. I just got to go do it. And if anyone else can come, just come on in. Get your tickets. Get your shit.
Yeah, what a troll text you sent me last night.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was just behind these guys' back. I don't want them to know about it.
Oh,
okay. What are you assholes doing?
I'm going to Ballyneal.
Why would you text someone that's not me about Ballyneal?
Well, let me just be clear. I'm not going to Ballyneal, but I was a little buzzed.
Hang up the phone.
And but no, $198 tickets for like a 2-week span to Denver. And I was like, Ted's been asking, when are you guys coming out? I was like, I could literally fly in on a Thursday morning, play Thursday night, 36 Friday, fly back Saturday morning, $200 ticket. It's $250 for 36 holes there, $200 for lodging. Like, get the fuck out of here. What am I doing? I ain't got shit going on that weekend. Now, granted, like, I've like none of this has been discussed with like my family, or I probably do have a lot going on those weekends, but it's just a mindset thing of now that I'm kind of like better with my fear of flying, like I need to just get on a plane and go places.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up actually, because like there's a lot of dynamics, not just the flights and the prices, but it's the wives and it's like the kids. And it's like, what if occasionally we took our wives with us on a nice trip to kind of butter them up a little bit? Like if we went somewhere sick, like Northern California, like beautiful, like Pebble Beach area, you take your wives, you wind them up a little bit, and then they're like, oh honey, go to Ballyneal in March. I mean, it's just a decent strategy, guys.
It's just something.
I think the biggest question is like, when you have the opportunity, why don't you just take that opportunity?
I know.
And when it's out there, why don't you just grab it and go with it? You know,
because we need to bring our wives on a trip one time so that they let us do more.
I think that opportunity is there. You just do it. You just go with it.
But outside of that opportunity, back to my self opportunities and goals, I just want to start like jumping on it, you know, like just book the flight and go. Now the problem is flights are insane. That's the thing. Like you go 2 weeks other, it's a $700 flight. You're like, screw that. But 16,000 miles. I'm you know what they get you on these Delta? It's because I'm trying to get status to the next level. So I don't want to use my miles. I want to pay. So I get because now it's the MQDs is more based on like Delta purchases and total volume. Adam, you would have hated it because back in your day, it was like your miles flown. They don't give a shit about that anymore. It's just cash only paid and how much you run up your credit card monthly. So yeah, they're kind of getting me there, but it's like, man, I could just go. I don't know. Anyways,
let's go.
And we're talking golf. Jewel, you just played Great Waters here locally for the first time. You gave it a glowing review.
I was blown away. I think it's always about expectation. We talked about this on the last pod that I was on. But man, I did not think this golf course was going to be this good. Like I knew that the conditions were going to be phenomenal. Like at Reynolds, all the golf courses, I think there's 7 or 8 now. They're always in an immaculate condition. But this golf course was a ton of fucking fun. Like the first 1 through 8, it's on the other side of the lake. You're kind of just like getting sent out to come back towards the lake. The holes were like, most of them were pretty good. Nothing was like overwhelming or anything. But then you get to 9 and you're coming right back to the clubhouse and to the lake. And from 9 to 18, all of them except for 1 are on the water and like truly good golf holes. It was a fucking blast.
Yeah, Aaron would dig that back 9 for sure. It's still a Nicholas course, and I just still have some issues.
I know, but it's got to be his best, right? Like
it's one
of his top 3.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I think Bear's best is his best.
Yeah, it's a compilation, and there's 2 of them, so it's really good. There's one in Atlanta and Las Vegas.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what's really funny. Adam,
funny. It's the same course, right?
Adam decided to not play golf for the summer, but when we hit 115-degree heat index, literally he went to the range on the 2 days where it was like we were warning everyone, don't go outside. But you're grinding, man. So you're just hitting balls again when it's the worst weather ever. Okay. Maybe Adam didn't hear any of that.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, he really did.
Adam's audio.
I think Adam, are you delayed? Did you hear what we're saying?
Yo, turn it up in his headphones.
Oh, his mic's not working.
Yeah,
Adam's done. Adam, it's okay, dude. We
He's
love
like, you know what?
but...
Perfect timing. Get me out of here.
He was trying the I'm not going to practice golf philosophy and that just never works.
Yeah, and then he practiced a ton before Great Dunes and he played better. It's funny how that works out. And I didn't lead with this. I do want to say this to you guys. I did pull some data in case this came up. My last 20 rounds, 10 rounds have been 73 to 79. Okay. 10 have been even par or better. 8 have been under par. 6 have been in the 60s. All of that to say, I still walk up to a first tee and still feel like I have no idea what's going to happen on the golf course. And it just goes to show.
That's the best part.
It's impossible. Like you literally, the only time in this stretch I felt good is when I played like 5 or 6 rounds of golf in 10 days or something. And it wasn't even that it was the best, but you're playing you literally have to play fucking too much golf. You can't, you just can't do it. You have to accept you're going to play once a week at best. And you're always going to have you don't know who's showing up that day.
Especially off the tee.
Yeah. That's off the tee.
That's the biggest thing, man. I'm really struggling with that right now. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. Yep. I don't need to restate that. Oh, he's back. He's back. I thought you had heat stroke.
I don't know, man. The mic went out.
For Cali.
Run a little late.
Dude, that's a pretty club.
Yeah, that's cool.
You do, Julian.
I'm playing this.
I will beat your ass.
I think I will beat you with this.
No, you won't.
You want to match me with this? This is my driver.
Guys, how about you guys just do that virtually? You guys both get in a bay. You can sync up.
See what the ball speed is.
Hey, I've been practicing.
Good job, Adam. About time.
Andrew went to a bay last week. This is probably gonna be the only one he goes to for the whole year.
Yeah, I got hurt.
I was like, man, I really enjoyed it. It was nice being inside, but I swung too hard.
It scared me. I've not had left side lateral knee pain to that, specific to golf ever. So I was like, what did I do? But it just took a week of doing nothing, and then it felt good.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we are.
All right, guys, I think we should wrap this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you guys next year.
Okay.
Funny joke.
Right.
Lettuce heads 2 years are in the book, but not exactly because we're over our 2-year mark of a weekly release pod, but it's 2
always ahead of schedule.
Years. Always ahead, never behind. Stay plugged. See you next week. FedEx Cup Championship.
Ooh.
Proper golf. Peace.
And stay away from my driver.
Shout out women.